Hi guys, I want to show you some of the cool controls from a driver perspective, and there's some controls here and some controls on this side. So these are radio controls, radio station or audio controls on your left, and you have your speech recognition or voice commands and menu. And this is a special button that you program what you want it to be. So what I've done with mine is that I set the trip to display. So there's two displays, one in your left, one in your right, and I've set my right hand to be my trip meter always, and on the left I set it usually for now I've set it to energy consumption, because I'm concerned with energy consumption at the moment, because I've been getting really shitty energy consumption. So to reboot the front screen, this is basically a glorified computer, right? So all the screens are controlled by computers. So if you want to reset this thing, if it's glitching, the first thing you would do is reset it by holding these two buttons, and then it will go black after about 5 seconds. Okay. A little bit longer, I guess. About 10 seconds. And you'll see it reboot. If that doesn't solve the issue, you can do a computer reboot. So in order to reset this, if it's glitching or whatnot, you hold down the two scroll wheels, which are these, for about 5 seconds. And then it goes black. And when it comes back, it'll be in night mode. The other thing is, you do this reset if there's something wrong with the screen or some other little issues that are glitching. But when this comes back, it usually comes back with the navigation. So I'm going to try to... so you notice that the AC went off, and it'll come right back on once this reboots. So yeah, so it came back like this, and it's fine. So it comes back with the night mode automatically, and it doesn't adjust to day mode or realize it's daytime until about 30 seconds later. So this will change to day mode. Still resetting. Once it gets, there you go. Now it's in day mode, the display. So the other thing that I've recently found out is what's called Snapshot. So Snapshot is when there's an issue with your car, and the car actually keeps a log, I think, for 7 days. But what you could do is you can, if you're having an issue, you would do a snapshot of all the system settings and all the parameters at that time that you're having an issue. And when you go into service, you can tell them that, hey, I did a couple of snapshots, take a look at them. So what you do is you actually hold down the menu button for 5 seconds. There will be no visual indicators anywhere that you've taken a snapshot. This is basically a diagnostic tool, and you use it for really weird intermittent issues, which I have been having. So to take a snapshot, you just hold this button for 5 seconds, and it takes a snapshot, and it'll keep it until they delete it. So the service center, once you get to the service center, you tell them that you did a snapshot and do a look at your snapshot to try to diagnose it, or use the data to help diagnose what your issue is. In order to change the what you want to display here, you press the button. Oops, that's mute. You hold the button down, and then you can scroll up and down. You can have the clock, which looks like that. Hold it down again. You can have it display media, whatever song and station that's there. You can do energy consumption. It'll show you what your average is and how you're driving, how many kilowatts, and what the regen is during driving. Don't think you can have two trips. So once you select trip on this side, it will automatically switch back. So we can select trip back on this side the way I like it. And car status is very interesting. Car status shows you the wheels and the PSIs. So the older cars, they don't have this feature. So on my Model S, there is no such feature, and they just tell you that your one of your wheels are low on pressure, but it doesn't specifically say which one. And it doesn't it doesn't display what the pressure is. And then this is navigation, but then navigation actually automatically comes up when you plot a route. So, but I'll focus on this one, which is one of my favorite features with the display. I'll show you in another video what that does. On this side, we can do pretty much the same things, but we have some stuff that are extra. So there's the clock that you saw, media, and then energy, trips, car status, and there's also active calls. So calls actually always go on this side. If you're using your cell phone to call, it'll automatically show up on this side. So I'm going to reset it to what I like, which is the energy. So the other thing is this button here. So once you press this button, it will give you an option to select what you want to do with this scroll wheel. So this scroll wheel, I've set it to temperature, which is what I like, and I have my temperature controlling the fan speed. So if I needed the fan speed to go higher, I would just scroll down and get the temperature lower, right? Same thing if it's like cold outside, you just scroll it up to change the temperature. So let's go back to 72, and then when you press the menu button down here, you have a couple of options to set stuff. So fan speed is one of them, which I don't use. You rather use the climate temperature to set the fan speed. There's display brightness. I really don't know why people use it. And then there's a media source, which for some reason Tesla took away the media source icon on the media side. Let me show you. There used to be a button here for media sources, but it was so convenient. My wife loved that button, and they took it away. And as a passenger, she's the one that usually does the radio selection. So now she complained a lot about it when the firmware took it away. Now you can't select it. Now you gotta go through a couple of different steps to get to different media. So you have to go to browse and then hit another thing and do this, do that. But it was very convenient to have a button right there, but they took it away. Yeah, I question some of their decisions sometimes because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The UI wasn't cluttered or anything, it's just an extra button. So let's go back here and see what else there is. Yeah, that's it, media sources. And that, since this one doesn't have a sunroof, there used to be a sunroof option on the S. On the Model S, since there's a panoramic sunroof, you can select sunroof here and crack it open using the dial. So again, I hope this is informative to you, and I can show you just one other thing with the UI. So these are the apps up here, right? What you could do is you can actually move the apps around by holding it instead of dragging it. So one option is to drag and drop. So for like the rear view mirror, you can hold and drag it, and then that's what you'll see. But then the other option is you can hold it and then two boxes show up. So you can either put it on the lower box or the upper box. So that's a cool UI feature. Yeah, so that's about it. The controls come up, and when you go to doors, you have now the geo-located doors. They don't have that half open feature anymore because they did away with that and went with the full the geolocation, just like with the suspension. And when you have something open, oh, there goes that weird sensor issue. I still have the weird sensor issue, so you're gonna see that until they fix it. Yeah, so suspension is also you actually have a very low. There's no very low on the Model S, but you have a very low here. Very high, high and standard, and low is what you have on the S. There's controls for the front two map lights. They are not touch sensitive. If you look at the five light clusters in the rear, I've tried touching them. They don't actually respond. But the rear three do. So for the front, you have to actually come here and touch it. Don't know why they didn't include the touch for the front two lights, but I guess you press here and then on. Auto high beam. I'll do another video on that. I don't really like the feature, but some of you may like it for really dark rural areas. But in terms of driving around the neighborhood and stuff, it really doesn't help me. And I find it kind of annoying when it's turning on and off, on and off. Yeah, I can go on and on about some of this other stuff, but I'll make that another video. People complain that my videos are a little bit too long, and yep. Hope you enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe for more.